Welcome. It's nice to have you here.
I'm so glad you could come. This is going to be such an exciting day. I hope you enjoy it. I think you will.
Welcome back. This time we are going to get started working on the LCD. So let's go ahead. In this one we've got our actual LCD. We've got some screws and some nuts, and we have an SD card. I'm assuming this is going to be nice and simple. That's everything out of there. Perfect. I'm going to set this up here for the moment. Here's our SD card. One of the things I'll have to find out, so this is 16 gig. I'll need to find out if it's allowed to have larger than that. I don't know. All right, so we got all of our screws and our nuts. So we should have 4 for the square nuts and 6 screws, and we do. We've got all of our 3D printed parts here. There's our knob and the cover. Original Prusa. Okay, let's get started. Before you start, please ensure the cables are plugged in the correct order. Go this way. Only have two cables. If they're not plugged in correctly, that's a problem. Okay. So we got one black stripe, and this one has 2 black stripes. So this is EXP1 and EXP2. One has 1 black stripe and 2 has 2. Nice, simple, and straightforward. So one of the things I haven't mentioned yet is when you get this, they send you a bag of Haribo gummy bears. And so after you end all of the different sections, they tell you how much gummy bears to eat for completing each section. So the harder the section, the more gummy bears you eat. So like the last section was 20% of the total gummy bears. And so my daughter took the gummy bears, but I have hot tamales. So I'm going to not eat 10% because that's would be out of a almost 2-pound bag of hot tamales. That'd be a lot of hot tamales. But I'm going to have some hot tamales regardless. So if you got hot tamales, you can have some with me right now. Gathered all the parts that we're going to need. So one of the things with many, especially more modern and technological, what do you call it, 3D printers, is they use a heated bed. So basically that's all this is basically just a big resistor, makes a lot of heat. It can heat up to over 100 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure exactly what the range is, but I know it can get pretty warm. So we gotta get it all hooked up. So what we got to do, we've got our 2 wires here. We got our ground, and we've got our power. And instead of trying to hold these with the stupid pliers, let me go see if I can find something a little more appropriate. This is a little big for what I'm going to need, but it should do the trick. So apparently they're very particular on the way that these cables go. So I'm just going to snug them up for now. Cable is wrapped. I like the wrap, but man, is it a pain to work with. These smaller ones are really quite the pain. All right, so there's a very specific way that you have to tighten it. So you start in the center, and then you go the outside edges. And I'm going to kind of do the opposite sides. And then you're going to, after you do the edges, then you're going to do the corners. I have the wrong element. Nope. All right, there's the bed is on. The next part, we'll work on the power supply. Thanks. Take care.
I'm not great at farewell, so that'll do, pig.
That's the worst goodbye I've ever heard. And you stole it from a movie.